It is blustery cold out today, and it's the perfect day for soup. I've got a soul-warming recipe that will fill you up. I'm Christina from It Is a Keeper. I share tried and true recipes that anyone can make. Welcome to my kitchen. Today, I'm showing you how to make a rotisserie chicken tortilla soup that is bursting with flavor and texture. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I will be forever grateful. And you'll also want to make sure you stay tuned to the end to learn my favorite variations to customize this recipe. And don't forget to grab that full printable recipe in the video description below. I always add it there for you. Well, the first thing we need to do for our chicken tortilla soup is we need to get some onions going in our pot. So here I have some olive oil, and we'll just get that in there nice and hot. I've had my pan preheating a little bit. It's nice and warm. I'm going to add the onion, and this is just a regular white onion or yellow onion, whatever you prefer. It's entirely up to you. And we're just going to soften it up. We don't really want any color on it, just softened and get those flavors going. Okay, so our onions look nice and softened. We're gonna keep building flavor here. I have some garlic. Everything needs garlic, in my opinion. And some jalapeno. Now, I took the ribs and the seeds out just to kind of eliminate some of that extra spice, but if you like it zippy, go ahead and leave it in there. Ooh, this smells so good. As soon as that jalapeno and garlic hit the hot pan, Now, we don't want to burn the garlic, so just about 30 seconds there with that. And then we're going to add in our seasoning. So I have some cumin, and by adding it to the pan now, we're actually starting to bloom those flavors. And then some chipotle chili pepper. Okay, that's looking great. I'm gonna add in 4 cups of chicken stock. So that's pretty much just one container. Okay, that quieted things down a bit. Alrighty, let me give that a stir before I move on. I want to get all of those seasonings incorporated there. Okay, looking good. And to this we're going to add a can of diced tomatoes with the juice right in there. And a can of diced tomatoes with chilies. Again, with the juice right in there. Now that comes in several different heat levels. I'm using mild. You can use whatever you'd like. If you'd like it zippier, move it on up to medium or hot. All right. And then we are going to stir in our chicken. So I just took a rotisserie chicken and picked off the meat. I have a couple of cups here. Get that in there. And some corn, and I drained the corn before putting it in there. Oh, there's quite a bit stuck in the can. Okay, and last but not least, we are going to add some black beans. Now, you can drain them if you want. I just add the juice right in there. I feel like it adds a little bit of heartiness to the broth. So I do like it with the juice in there. So I'm gonna get everything here combined, and my pot is full. Oh, look at the beautiful colors. Okay, so we are just going to bring this to a simmer. Let everything come together, get warmed through, all those flavors combined. And now I'm going to season it. I use unsalted chicken broth all the time because I like to control the salt that goes into my food. So I'm going to add quite a bit of my all-purpose seasoning here. So if you see me adding a lot, that's why, because there is no salt in that broth. Right now, the only salt that we got is whatever was in with the beans, and I tend to use low sodium beans as well. And of course, before we serve it up, I'll try it again just to make sure that there's enough salt in there, and I may end up adding a little more. Okay, so we're just gonna let this hang out, do its thing, and come together. Okay. I believe our soup is done. It has been simmering away. You guys, this is absolutely a beautiful soup. I love how all the colors are so vibrant And the smell from the smokiness from that Chipotle chili powder, so good. Okay, I am going to scoop up a bowl for myself, and then I'm gonna move all this paraphernalia here so we can go in and try this. But let me just get a bowl scooped up. Just look at how beautiful that looks. This is a giant bowl. Okay, I am going to slide this to the back so we can go in and do our thing here with this soup. Now, before we dive in, let's talk about ways to change up this soup. First, don't limit yourself to chicken. Ground beef would work great too, or even ground sausage. Next, go ahead and add some pasta to it. It makes it even heartier and a little more filling. And last, let's talk about toppings. Now, of course, this is a chicken tortilla soup, so I have some tortilla strips over here that we're going to be using. But I also have a recipe for homemade tortilla chips that would be perfect for this recipe. I'll link to them in the show notes. But I'm not stopping there. I'm also going to add some cheese and some sour cream and a squeeze of lime juice. And if you really wanted to kick it up a little bit, you can add some pickled jalapenos for a little more kick. Now, this looks amazing and it smells fantastic. So I'm gonna build my soup here. So while it's hot, I'm gonna put a sprinkle of cheese on there, let that melt in. And I love Monterey Jack for this, like a Colby Jack, because it melts so nicely. Then on top of that, I'm gonna put a dollop of whipped cream, not whipped cream. Well, if you want whipped cream, you could. Sour cream. Dollop of sour cream on there. And then because it's tortilla soup, a sprinkling of tortilla strips. And last but not least, a little kick of lime, just to wake everything up a little bit. Okay, I'm going in, but first I need a spoon. All right, now I can go in. I have my spoon, so I'm gonna get, oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, the flavor. It is smoky from the Chipotle chili, and it's zippy from the jalapenos and the Rotel tomatoes. Oh my goodness, this is so good. And hot. Very, very hot. But it is a cold, snowy, blustery day. This will definitely warm you up from the inside out. This chicken tortilla soup is definitely a keeper. There are so many great soup recipes out there. I have a fantastic creamy chicken and corn soup recipe that's one of my family's favorites. You don't want to miss it. You can check it out here. I'll see you over there.